Hello students, welcome to the class. I am Yogita. Our subject is nutrition for nurses, and today we are going to discuss about therapeutic diet. Now, therapeutic diet means a kind of diet which is not only giving for old age sick people, but also a diet which help you to keep yourself healthy, the diet which help you to get yourself prevented from certain diseases. Now a therapeutic diet means a diet which is prepared by keeping in consideration of one's individual's health status. Now therapeutic diet which help to meet the nutritional requirement of a person who is suffering with sickness, disease or illness. Now altogether, the meaning of therapeutic diet means you are bringing some modified changes in a normal diet so that you are able to meet the requirement of a deceased a sick person, or you are able to help the individual to maintain the health and prevent certain diseases. Okay, I'll give you an example. Now, you know, I'm a healthy person now, but I'm having a diabetic. And I am not taking a sweet. I don't eat chocolate. I don't eat any sweet. I don't eat carbohydrates. So I am avoiding such foods. Then I am taking my food. Now this diet is called therapeutic diet. Got it? So this is the way we are preparing now therapeutic diet. Now the main objective of therapeutic diet is to maintain the optimum health of an individual. Therapeutic diet to meet the requirement of a diseased person. Meet the requirement, nutritional requirement of person who is sick or illness. Therapeutic diet is a diet which help to get adjust to the normal diet and which help in a normal metabolism in your food or in your body. Therapeutic diet which help to prevent yourself from getting certain deficiency disorders. Therapeutic diet which help you to cope with your condition and try to come back to a normal condition very easily. Therapeutic diet which is required to help the recovery of particular disease or illness. That's the important objective of therapeutic diet. Next, what are the principles and general guidelines of therapeutic diet? Now altogether the therapeutic diet is planned to meet the optimum health of an individual. That means you need to keep in consideration of all the factors when you prepare the food. The age, the disease condition, type of food is required, everything. Also, when you prepare the therapeutic diet, you need to keep the consideration of economic state of an individual. You are not, you don't make individual to spend lot on their food. Whatever the money they are able to afford, in that you need to plan this menu planning and make a therapeutic diet. Therapeutic diet is bringing a modification in a normal diet what they are having so that we are able to meet the requirement. Therapeutic diet, when you plan, you need to have a thorough knowledge about the disease conditions, because you are trying to prepare a diet as per diabetic mellitus and you are missing all the other minerals and vitamins, so that person will get some other complications. So that should not happen. That's the important guidelines and principle, that when you prepare a therapeutic diet, you should consider what's the level of health, what's the condition of that patient, what's the level of digestibility, all the factors must be considered. Now, when you prepare the therapeutic diet, you need to bring some changes in your cooking procedures. Like sometimes you need to cook well, you need to prepare a soft diet, you need to give a liquid diet, you need to cook in a different method, without oil, maybe sometimes, something like that. So all these different ideas need to be included when you prepare the therapeutic diet. When you prepare the therapeutic diet, you are giving a type of normal diet to the patient, but here if you are not able to feed them orally, you need to make some alternative planning. Like NG tube, we are having a new tube to the nose to the stomach, or else IV fluid you are giving, so you need to make that alternative planning. And also you need to implement different way of cooking, as well as you're trying to bring a different variety of in your cooking, so that even the simple food which looks attractive, so that person is eating some food. So these all are the important principles and guidelines of your therapeutic diet. Okay, next, this therapeutic diet means, as how I said, this is the way that we are bringing modification, nothing else. It's a normal diet. You're trying to bring some modification so that you're able to meet the nutritional requirement of a person who is suffering with some disease. Okay. Now, what are the modification? Different types of modification in therapeutic diet. Modification in carbohydrate diet. Okay, here if the individual is suffering with any kind of diabetic mellitus or whatever, we need to provide low carbohydrate diet to the patient. In case high carbohydrate diet should be given if they are having hypoglycemia. For the rapid growth and development, maximum energy if they want, we need to provide high carbohydrate diet. Next we are having modification in protein diet. Modification in protein diet. Whatever the protein we are giving, we are trying to make some changes in that. High protein diet is given in case to prevent certain protein energy malnutrition. Low protein diet is given if the individual is having any renal failure, hepatic problem, kidney disease or coma. Next, modification of fat diet. A fat content is modified when you prepare the food. High fat diet will be given if they are having any protein energy nutrition deficiency or any kind of other deficiency disorders. If they are having severe malnutrition, we are giving high lipid, high fat diet. Now, low fat diet is given if they are having hepatic failure, renal problem and atherosclerosis or heart diseases. Next, modification in mineral diet. If they are taking some minerals, we are making changes in content of mineral, modification in mineral contents. Now, high calcium diet is given if the child is having rickets or osteomalacia, osteoporosis. We are giving high calcium diet. Even if the very young children in that adolescent age group and the teeth eruptions will occur, or for the strong density of bone, we are giving high calcium diet. Now, low calcium diet is provided when they are having hypertension and renal calculi or any kidney diseases. See, we are bringing changes in minerals, whatever the minerals we are taking. Next, modification in vitamin content. Now, modification in vitamin content is done to meet the vitamin requirements. Vitamin deficiency disorders, we studied a deficiency of vitamin A, B, C, D, all these vitamin deficiency disorders. To meet that, we are giving a food rich in vitamin A so that we can prevent night blindness, cerebrophthalmia, bitter spot. We are giving vitamin B rich diet so that we can prevent beriberi. Vitamin C rich diet, we can prevent scurvy. Vitamin D rich so that we will not have any D for, sorry I forgot, please go to the previous video. Okay, now vitamin E rich for the reproduction purpose and vitamin K for the anticoagulant factor so that we will not have a bleeding disorders. By keeping in fact all these factors in mind, we are providing a good vitamin diet so that individual will not have any vitamin deficiency disorders. Then modification in other minor contents, like we can give a low purine diet in case of treatment of gout and low oxalic acid or purine diet in case of renal calculi. See, we are keeping the disease condition in consideration and we are making a changes or modification in diet what we are giving. Then finally, modification in consistency of food. What kind of food you are giving? The person, like old age person, is not able to chew, no teeth, then we are giving soft food, soft, very well cooked food to them. Person is not taking orally, we are giving to NG tube, we are giving liquid food to them. Infant, we cannot give any chicken biryani, so we are giving a milk or any other extraction of water in a liquid water form so that they are able to drink. So all these changes we are bringing in consistency of food what we are preparing. Now also modification in the flavor of food. So depending on the condition, because heart smell, aroma, person may feel like gastric irritation, nausea, vomiting. They are not able to eat. If they are having any GI problem, GI cancer, tongue cancer, carcinoma, then they cannot eat. So we are trying to manipulate this flavor and the taste. So this is the way we are making modification in our diet. So this is altogether about your therapeutic diet. Therapeutic diet is nothing but a normal diet which you are making some modification to meet the requirement of a different disease condition or else prevent certain illness, meet the need of a ill person. And the main objective and principle is to maintain the health, bring the modification, prevent the illness, meet the requirements and also make a modification in the cooking process. Now, modification of different diet is modification in carbohydrate, modification in protein content, modification in fat, modification in vitamins, modification in minerals, modification in cooking process, and modification in flavor and taste. So, this is all about therapeutic diet, and I hope you understood now properly, and definitely you can write these answers. Thank you, students. I'll meet you in the next class with a new concept. Thank you all.